Today, March 29th, 2025, the much-anticipated Brics Plus Agriculture Investment and Trade Summit will be held in the Durban International Convention Center, with former South African President Jacob Zuma scheduled to give the keynote presentation. With the subject "From Vision to Venture: Women Shaping the Future of Agricultural Investment and Global Trade," the summit convenes leading world leaders, decision-makers, and business professionals to discuss urgent problems pertaining to trade, agriculture, and food security. Zuma's attendance is noteworthy since he is anticipated to discuss promoting investment in sustainable agriculture and Brics Plus collaboration. The purpose of the meeting is to discuss pressing issues affecting the agriculture industry, such as the need for climate-resilient farming methods, global food poverty, and climate change. In order to increase agricultural production and commerce, representatives from the Brics member states Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, as well as other partner nations, will investigate creative solutions and investment prospects. The summit's main objectives are to empower women in agricultural leadership roles, advance inclusive policies, and foster an atmosphere that will allow them to significantly influence how international commerce and agriculture develop in the future. In order to attract investment, improve trade links, and adopt sustainable farming techniques that may help emerging economies, Zuma's speech is anticipated to emphasize the significance of strengthening alliances between the Brics countries and their allies. Climate change and food security continue to be the world's top concerns at the time of his address. New trade agreements, alliances, and investment pledges that will influence the future of agriculture in the Brics Plus countries and beyond are expected to be sparked by the meeting. Amid tensions with the USA, the ANC has once again accepted the prospect of sanctions on the nation or its party leaders, stating that it is prepared to make concessions if necessary. Due to U.S. allegations of human rights abuses in the nation, SA-US ties are still becoming worse. Due to tensions, U.S. President Donald Trump has issued an executive order against the nation, canceled humanitarian funds, and expelled Ambassador Ebrahim Rasool for criticizing the Trump administration. Deputy Secretary General Nambula Mokonjane addressed the decisions of the ANC's National Executive Committee, NEC, meeting at the Birchwood Conference Center in Gauteng on Sunday, stating that the party was worried about outside influences on the nation. The spread and resurgence of right-wing ideology and its detrimental effects on international policies, particularly those pertaining to the African continent, were noted with concern by the NEC. Despite acknowledging America's efforts against South Africa, the ANC said that the government should continue to pursue diplomatic engagements with that nation. "We'll keep paying the price." Later, Mokonjane became more adamant, stating that SA should protect itself and be ready for any eventuality. As a nation, we must defend our identity, our goals, and our values. Although we are aware that leaders and members of the liberation movement had to make sacrifices throughout our battle, we hear that there is a strong demand about penalties. We will continue to pay the price for standing up for justice, humanity, equality, and respect for the rule of law, even during this specific time. She said that while the U.S. has sanctioned ANC supporters, including Cuba, the party would not make concessions. "We'll keep advocating for ourselves." However, given that Nelson Mandela was taken off the terrorist list just a few years ago, who are we? The battle goes on. In order to strengthen its position against colonialism and imperialism, the ANC said that it will prioritize solidarity campaigns to support Western Sahara, Cuba, and Palestine. In response to U.S. criticism of the Expropriation Act, Ronald Lamola, Minister of International Relations and Cooperation and member of the ANC-NEC, stated that while SA would not compromise on issues of land, it would continue to engage with the U.S. on trade. Additionally, Mokonjane defended SA's membership in the Brics Alliance, which U.S. President Donald Trump has allegedly opposed. "Our role within Brics and the G20 promotes solidarity, equality, sustainability, equitable development, and cooperation. Brics represents a key initiative towards a more equitable economic and political system, challenging established institutions and norms dominated and imposed by Western powers. The leadership pictures of the African National Congress, ANC, in Gauteng have not been updated, and former President Jacob Zuma is still shown as the party's leader from 2007 to the present. Particularly as the ANC gets closer to a pivotal election time, this antiquated exhibit that was seen in the provincial headquarters